When you play a note on a particular instrument, say middle C on the piano, the resulting sound is a complex wave. That piano string vibrates as a whole, but it also vibrates in halves, and in thirds, and in fourths, and so on. When it does this, it produces notes above the notes that were played, which we call harmonics.
The built-in, preordained universal known as the Harmonic Series.
In this series that we call the Harmonic Series or the overtone series, we call that bottom note the fundamental, or the first partial. That fundamental will have a particular frequency. For example, this A has a frequency of 55 Hz. This fundamental frequency is important because the Harmonic Series is an additive series, not an exponential one, which means that we find each additional partial by adding the fundamental frequency. So the second partial will be 55 from the fundamental frequency plus 55 to give us 110 Hz, which gives us the A an octave above, because the octave is a 2-to-1 ratio. From there we can keep adding 55 Hz to the previous partial to get the rest of the notes in the series. In theory, this series goes on into infinity. I'm going to stop at 16. It's also important to know that each partial above the fundamental is significantly quieter than the fundamental. However, the lower the fundamental, the more audible are the overtones. This is what gives low notes their rich quality, because they are being reinforced by those overtones. This has been the A harmonic series that I've been showing you. Each fundamental frequency has its own. Another interesting property of the harmonic series is that as you go up, the intervals get closer and closer together. You'll notice that the first two are an octave apart, and then a perfect fifth, and then a perfect fourth, and then a major third, and then a minor third, and then so on. You'll notice that the perfect fifth shows up very early in the overtone series, suggesting a strong relationship between tonic and dominant, which is the basis of our tonal system. You'll also notice that the first three unique notes in any given harmonic series create a major chord. There's even a theory that suggests that the reason that so much of our music is based on major chords is because it's embedded into the harmonic series. But I'll let everyone debate that in the comments. Because the harmonic series is a naturally occurring process that actually occurs in nature, it doesn't conform to our 12-tone equal temperament system. So when you're listening to the harmonic series, some notes might seem out of tune. Some more than others. Like the 7th partial of the A series, it's not really the G natural that we think of when we play a piano. And the 11th partial is almost exactly halfway between D and E flat, or like E flat and a half. As the notes get closer and closer together, every harmonic above the 16th partial is smaller than what we would call a half step. Next time we'll look at the math of intervals and a lot of other interesting things that we can do with the harmonic series. Until then, I've included a link in the description to a really fascinating lecture given by Leonard Bernstein on the harmonic series. It's well worth your time. Anyway, leave any questions you have in the comments, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching this episode of 2-Minute Music Theory. If you like what you saw, please like and subscribe. Also be sure to check out my other channel, Jesse Strickland Music, which is home of all of my compositions. And if you're the kind of person who uses social media, feel free to connect with me there.